44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill.
On first down, Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. Mike's 50. Ready. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first and 10, Perkins. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's third down.
Set, ready. 70, Indy. 53, Mike, 53. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
From the gun, Perkins. And Tate's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Sam on. Hey, Delta. Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a run with Mixon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Strip that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 59. Mike is 93. 93.
Card out a throw. It's complete to Chris Conley.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You're mine. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Down. 10 Lobo. Watch the pass.
Off play action. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Protein spill. The Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. You're out. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Gone. 10. Slam. Snap.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hey, Wahoo!
They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. 2nd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 24, check 24.
Ready? Operating from the gun. Perkins. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 47. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins. He completes it to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
We got this. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Richard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, 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 hey. Express. Express. 57 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Smooth. 57's Mike. Defense.
Carr now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
50, check Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 6, look, squeeze. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Perkins. He's got his man. This is Tate. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Five.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike's 59.
Express.
Mike's 59.
Get set.
Throwing his car on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 57 the
Express.
You ain't doing nothing.
734. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 57's the Mike.
Raider 1.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 57. Hey, check Mike.
Easy. Kill.
57. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Monday, down. New 80.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Raider 2. Bravo. Express.
57's Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Get down. Get down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
637.
Hey, Mike 7. I got you, Pop. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing on second and long. Carr, he's airing it out for Wood. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Carr to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
Hey, exit.
The toss play to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
Well, I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Mike's
down.
180.
180. We're good. We're good. 180.
From the gun on third down. Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Lucky.
29. That's it.
Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Man, I got you. Man.
To throw his Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill.
Right down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Break. 20, Mike, 20. Here we go. I got 11. He's mine. Fine.
On 3rd down, Perkins. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey,
Be careful.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Perkins. Open man is lost, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
93. 93.
To throw again. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, Charlie. Express.
Check 59. 59. Now watch one. Check 15 away. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 3 buzz.
To throw on third down. Carr is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Check 3.
Express.
Go. Mike's 59.
618.
59.
Hey, Delta.
Rack.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brenton, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Perkins. And Eifert has it. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Jim.
Look at me. Go. Recon, 132 fighter.
They run with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Bring it. Check 15, check 15.
Blue draw Corker.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's the backup Finley. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And it's caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Spot.
Greystone, travel.
No. Shift.
Hey, seam 6.
Finley now on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's get up.
And they take a knee. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. 8-3.
50. Watch the out.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. On 1st down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.